And welcome back everyone, LT Toro here, and we are going to continue on with Divinity Original Sin. We've got a lot of stuff we can do, I'm just not sure exactly where to begin. Got a lot of quests here that are unfinished. Some we can do, some we can't do yet. Let's start off by trying to sell the shell. We decided to take them so we can sell them in the city. So let's do that and see if that maybe triggers something. We looked at selling them last episode, but it wasn't really going to fetch a whole lot of money, so I decided not to do it yet. Let's look in these crates real quick though, see if there's anything we want. Yeah, plague grenade. Yeah, start a plague. Awesome. And a nail bomb. Nice. Can't wait to use that. Alright, looks like a bunch of shops over here, so maybe we can sell them. That's just a legionnaire. Maybe. Okay. Can't do anything with this stuff without getting caught. Where did I see a bunch of shops? That's the Legion headquarters. Esmeralda. We haven't talked to her, have we? Let's see. Town Hall, bathroom, the King Crab Tavern. And that's the cave. Okay, so let's go, seems like it was right in here, maybe. Trying to get my bearings here. Yeah, here's the little market area. Check some things out while we wait for our party to arrive. Alright, it's a citizen fish vendor. A Fletcher. Okay, maybe they can, maybe they got something to sell.
What sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
There's some more fire arrows. Knockdown, slow down, smoke screen. Some skill books.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Arrowheads are cheaper than the arrows. Alright,
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, where's my durability? Okay, it's not bad yet. Yeah, everything's in good shape. Alright, now we know how to do that. What I want to do is sell this guy. And she will give me 77 for it. Okay. Let's see what happens. And nothing catastrophic happened. Okay.
I'm straight. I'm true.
So much for that idea. Alright, so we know where we can get arrows and stuff. Let's see. Who's Jerome?
Hello, proportionate one. Oh, I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of the fine arts, no?
Let's see. He's got treasure maps. You can buy treasure maps. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to worry about him right now. Gonna check out these crates first, though.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
A house of healing. What's in here?
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fire.
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold.
Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves. But, no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartier specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Yeah?
Do you have any work for a trio of sailors?
Sorry, but there isn't much work for sailors in a house of medicine. Unless one of them happens to have a secret stash of healing stones.
Let me ask you about affairs around Cyseal.
Certainly, what would you like to know?
Do you know anything about Jake's murder?
The counsellor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
What can you tell me about the plague of undead?
I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it. I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men.
Alright, do you have anything to sell? Got some
Anybody?
potions.
Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence.
And I just don't have the money. Oh my god, that guy in the back's not doing good. Okay, so he's got some potions and
So, which of you is more deserving
some
of
antidote.
life?
Okay,
Come, make your case.
I'm gonna check out other things around here. A skeleton.
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
What is that? He's been barfing all over the floor.
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
Evelyn.
Excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant.
What have you got to sell? Some silver ore. Why would you have that?
Soon enough that a little
Some healing potions, resurrect.
grave responsibilities.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way? I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
Sure, I'm fresh off the boat, lady. I know everything about it. Tell me more about the patients.
What would you like to know?
Tell me about Boris.
One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
Now tell me about Stephen.
Quite the venerable staple of Cyseal, Stephen, and recently blessed with his 3rd grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less. Nearly everyone in Cyseal is familiar with grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family.
About your healing stone.
Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates, they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded. But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously. Don't dither long. These men are slipping ever closer toward the edge with each passing minute.
Now, since she is
Thank goodness the source
a healer,
I'm in desperate need of some insight.
why don't I just cast a healing spell on him?
She realized soon enough that her tricks hardly make her worthy of such great responsibilities.
Did that do anything? I'm guessing nothing. Okay, not that simple. There's a key.
Thank goodness the source hunter is here. I'm in desperate need of some insight.
Is there anything in here I want to look at? Okay. Do I have anything that would possibly work? Hey, how about some apple
Thank
juice?
goodness the source hunter is here. I'm in desperate need of some insight.
How about a fireball? That'll take care of both of them.
Boris, Stephen, both good men. How can I choose but one?
Okay, well, I guess there's nothing I can do but make a decision, and it's going to be the wrong one,
What do you think?
no matter what.
Would you like to learn more about the patients before making a decision?
Yeah, tell me more.
What would you like to know? One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes
Okay.
plagued, but thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him. You are? I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
Let's see, Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone. Stephen should receive the stone. We know full well the difficulty of growing up without a family. It's a terrible choice no matter what you do. We can flip a coin. Or... yeah, let's give it to Boris.
Yes, Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed.
Boris it is? Yes, I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man. My heart breaks for the other.
Let's see,
This is highly abnormal.
oh.
Lightning!
What happened?
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Well, you've unlocked a new room at my homestead.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful. I'm feeling stronger already. 1,000 thanks to you, my hero. I promise I won't waste the life you've given me.
Tell me what you will do with your renewed life.
What will I do? What won't I do? Seeing how short life can be, how easily it can be taken from you. I'll see it all, do it all, and after I've climbed every mountain in Riverland and smooched every girl who'll have me, I'll devote myself to learning the magic that saved me. Everyone deserves to feel the thrill of a renewed life. I'll see you around then. I'm liable to spring out of this bed at any minute.
All right.
This particular batch.
I don't know what I did to
elixir,
deserve this, but
too much
I'm
more
beyond
wanted.
grateful.
Can't say I didn't want to live. Wanted it with every fiber of my heart. Not just for my own sake, but for my family, you know. Enjoy what remains of your life, will you? Never know when it'll be snatched out from under you.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
I hate to laugh at that, but it was kind of funny how he said that. You know, he's basically calling me a jerk for not choosing
I feel no
him.
pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
I can't help it, sorry. I had to make a choice, and I thought maybe if we helped Boris, he would, you know, be able to help with the attack, you know, or help defend the town. I don't know.
Cheese, tomatoes.
Just kind of what I was thinking. What do we have here? We have Celia.
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapors?
All right. What have you got? Lock picks. Identifying glass. Yeah. I need her to identify. Where is that? Is this it? Yeah. Identify that. 25 gold, sure. A harmful old wooden air wand of the doctor. Says air damage. Okay. Not that exciting. Copper ring of perception. I really just can't afford a whole lot right now. Alright. Just some spells and skills for a mage. Trap disarm, a pickaxe. Okay. Oh, there's more here. Some ingredients. What is this? Pixie dust. Blank fire scroll. A ring kit. A simple ring lacking any adornment at all, though with a little love it could become a bold statement piece. They want a lot for that. Okay. Let's see what else we've got going on here. I want to go back to, let's see, I want to go here, King Crab. This way. Yeah. I want to go talk to the patrons in the bar. That was part of our investigation I needed to ask people about.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you?
Well, wait a minute. Can we ask this guy?
Ah, you return and humble me with your presence.
Does he have
Such
anything?
a pleasure. Nay, honor.
Alright, no.
I am a duke, potato eating.
Got Medora and the Duke of Farrell. Let's talk to Medora.
Back, demon! Back, or I'll... Well, what's this? Oh, Medora, you lummox. 1,000 pardons, comrade. This old bear's edgier than a dodecahedron these days.
Okay.
I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From Academy West, aren't you? Give Captain Wartruce my regards next time you see him.
Who did you say you were? I don't recognize you from the academy.
You wouldn't. I trained up in Academy North, after all. We don't cross paths with you Westies all that often, but it's always a pleasure when we do. Medora's the name. Retired, or so the order keeps trying to tell me, but never out of commission. My hand to your cause and my sword at your side.
I hadn't heard of another source hunter being assigned to Cyseal. What are you doing here?
Heavens hornets! That's quite a story, comrade. And come to think of it, one that might concern you. See, I'm here on, well, let's call it a loan from a town to the north of here. Hunter's Edge by name. There's been an attack there, comrade. Orcs. Not your run-of-the-mill savages either, but ones who've taken dark magic to new heights. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say, but it's my responsibility to send them packing. Preferably with their horns in their suitcases and a knee-knocking fear of ever crossing paths with a sauce hunter again. I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied here in Cyseal. They don't have a spare soldier to send northward, and even in my finest form, I can't clear the place of that many orcs without backup.
Orcs attacked your village? How did you manage to escape?
By the skin of my teeth, comrade. The savages were rounding up villagers when one of them activated a tripwire on our village wizard's property. Fortunately for me, that particular wizard has a penchant for things that go boom in the night. I managed to wrench free of my captor's grip and flee toward the forest. He pursued me for miles, but I'd lost him before I made it into the Cyseal hinterlands.
What's your next plan of attack?
Well, comrade, I hadn't thought of it till you tapped my shoulder just now. But perhaps that's where you come in. I need a contingent I can trust if I'm to take back the town. And the way I see it, you could use reinforcements here in town. I've been scouting Cyseal for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder of the counselor. With our minds and swords in tandem, we'll make short work of the perpetrator.
Okay, she can help us with the investigation. So that's your proposition? You help us here in Cyseal, and we help you take back your home village thereafter?
Well, you know the old expression. 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion. I know this place like the back of my hand by now, and the orcs up north will be short work for a trained-up trio of sauce hunters.
A fantastic plan. With 3 source hunters working in tandem, we'll put an end to the evils bent against this fair land. Yeah.
Another source hunter on the team will make us all the more formidable against this wicked magic. Welcome aboard, Medora.
That's the spirit. Listen closely now. Do you hear it? That's the sound of every orc and sorcerer in a 100-mile radius shaking in his wee boots.
No, probably not, but thanks for the thought. Okay, so now we have 3 people. What is her, what has she got? She is a level 3. Oh, so are... Wait a minute. I'm level 2.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
The closest I've got to my match is when I linger over Lombard lighting my pipe.
So she's a fighter.
Careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than saffron's, I dare say.
Basically the same thing as we are. So it'd be like having 2 tanks in our party, which isn't terrible. She's got some disarm trap. Lockpick. What's her inventory? She's got nothing. She's got some healing potions and an empty bag. Pretty nice 2-handed sword, though. So she's going to go up front, and I'll be basically her backup for now, anyway. No resistances. Okay. You know what? I wanted to look at her. She's got nothing on her head. I want to give her at least something. Where was the
Challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge.
Give her that. So at least she has... I mean, it isn't much, but it's better than nothing. You put the bucket on her head. That'd be funny. Alright, cool. I didn't know we could pick up more companions. That's going to be very helpful. So, waitress. Alistair. Who are you?
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants some of my time.
No, you're one of those. Okay. What have you got? Nothing great. Okay.
What have we here? A source hunter, is it? Well, my day just became rather more stimulating. Oh, stand still then, if you don't mind. I want to take a good long look at the so-called savior of Cyseal. Tall as an elf, strong as an orc, but your face, quite classical, isn't it? Statuesque, some might say. Yes, smooth and sturdy as marble, yet fine as a chisel's edge. And my word, what passion burns from your eyes. Please forgive my being forward, but I dare say, can it be? Well, you're exactly the person I've been searching for. That I have. For nearly a lifetime, it seems. Well, I'm sure you must know what I mean. Like existence itself lacked a significant component? Like if you could only fill a certain void, could connect with the right body, the right spirit. Together you could uncover new and thrilling vistas. I believe I have found that component, that body, that spirit within you, Source Hunter. Come, if ever we are to be united, we must truly entwine our fates. We must link our causes forevermore. Yes, you must join the Fabulous Five right away, as soon as time permits. Together, as a team, we'll explore the boundless realm before us. We'll uncover fate, inch by inch.
Yeah, it's another one of those wanting us to join the Fabulous Five. I don't think I want to do that just right now. We've got other things to do. Let's talk to Novak.
Pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me. How did you know? Please continue interrupting my drink if you'd be so kind.
Will. Who are you?
How curious of you to show interest in a lonesome stranger at the bar. Let me answer by saying that who I am is hardly any of your business, and anyone with an ounce of tact would have known that already.
What have you got? Patty cake. I'm good. Alright, you're a jerk. I'm leaving. That's just a citizen. Let's talk to the bartender. They always know everything.
Welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or three, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while.
Do you have any work for a trio of sailors?
3 hopeless sailors. Truly wish I could help you, but I'm barely keeping afloat as it is.
Alright. What do you know about Jake's murder?
Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know.
Tell me about the night of murder.
That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman, though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Counselor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window. But I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that.
Do you suspect anyone?
Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. He was just over here. I forgot to talk to him.
Hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
What do you know about Jake's murder?
It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Consular and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wished the man harm.
I've heard quite the story involving you and Esmeralda.
Yes, she and I have a history. That's hardly a secret anymore. I quite doubt it was even a secret from Jake while he lived. As easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda or I assure you that the affair was never so steamy and sordid as the busybodies around town make it out to be. Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other. He had his interests, she had hers, and there was little passion left between them. Certainly not enough to fuel a murder.
Tell me about yourself.
I am the Duke of Ferrell, though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now.
Okay. I want to talk to Adora.
Tense and dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots. Well, you've got my attention, comrade.
I have some questions for you.
Ask away, my friend, ask away. Always helps to know a thing or two about who's covering your back against the gnashing hordes, eh?
What evidence have you found so far?
More than I'd hoped, comrade. I don't know what in tarnation's gotten into the townsfolk here, but there's enough dark magic running roughshod to topple a small mountain. There's Mayor Cecil's doings for one, and the mysteries of our master Thaleron for another. And on top of it all, the feline menace is lurking at every hearth and shadow.
Tell me more about Mayor Cecil.
Now, don't get me wrong, I think the mayor's a decent sort, even if he can't hear farther than the tip of his nose. But from what I've heard whispered around the docks, the old guy's gotten himself mixed up in something not quite on this side of the law. I suspect an illegal source artifact or substance is the root of it, but exactly what or who's giving it to him, I can't say. And since I haven't technically been assigned to Cyseal, I don't have the authority to interrogate him.
Tell me about Thaleron.
Fella seems like a humble doctor, but I'll bet my sword he's dealing in something darker than splints and tonics. A loose-lipped legionnaire let slip that she'd seen our good doctor scale the city wall on 2 separate occasions, well past midnight each time. What business could he have among the undead? Hardly the habit of an innocent healer, I'd say.
All right, tell me about the feline menace.
You mean you don't already know, comrade? Their kind can see in the dark. It ain't natural.
Okay. So we have a little bit, not much. And I want to talk to the cat, but I can't. Okay, then there is, let's see, we haven't talked to Esmeralda. And I think we should try that next. I keep doing that. So it's out here. Is this it? Somewhere in this building.
Yes, of course. This time.
Yeah, Esmeralda's shop. Let's go talk to her. A security guard. Septimus. Talk to him.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here, sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her, even though she is, until proven guilty, wholly innocent.
And you are?
I am Septimus, 7th son in a household of 9, legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were assigned to Cyseal from day 1. Alas, both of them have long since fallen in battle against the dead. But never shall I lose heart. Long as a single legionnaire stands, all of us remain undefeated in the eyes of the gods.
What do you think about Esmeralda?
So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon, my friend. And I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder, but in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and indeed a fabrication. Steadfast will I guard her. Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpability should be brought before me. And I hold no such proof exists.
Let's discuss Jake's death.
Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Cyseal. The Council of 7 couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by foul sorcery, is heartrending.
I want to ask you some more questions.
And what questions are those?
Tell me about the undead.
Don't even mention those rotten carcasses to me. They're the reason we've been stuck in this dead-end town for nigh on 2 bloody years. All fun and games in the beginning, but just you lose a couple of friends fighting those fiends. Get used to lousy rations and have but drink and dice for entertainment. And you'll soon come to realize that out of hundreds of cohorts the world round, yours drew the short straw.
Tell me about Cyseal.
Tragedy flocks to this place, like goblins to a boar carcass. None of us guessed, when we were assigned to Cyseal, that we were about to embark on a years-long stint in the unluckiest city in Rivellon. Undead orcs, ghosts, what's next? Man-eating zombie crabs?
Probably. All right. Let's talk to good old Esmeralda.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter?
Who are you?
I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor, but his one and only princess just the same.
Let's discuss your husband's murder.
Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you? So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches.
I've been told your husband collected something called Starstone. Care to elaborate?
Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare.
What do you have to trade? Anything good? Slightly better two-handed. I'm sorry, it's a short sword, not a two-handed. What is the, oh, that's action points. Okay. I was looking at the, little green dot and the number by it, but now I see. It'll take 2 to equip, 3 to attack. So I would do more damage and use up less action points. Interesting. Oh wait, I'm looking at the crossbow because I am currently Scarlet. Let me do this. Okay, now I see. Alright, I'm good. Steam Cloud Arrow. Silence, Flare, Fireball. Some nice plate armor. Way better on the armor rating than what I've got. 368, I've got 960. It's tempting. Ooh, my perception. I might end up buying that at some point. Initiative, okay. Tell me more about this place.
Well, what do you want to know?
Tell me about Cyseal.
Never imagined that finding a quarter pound of mouldy, moth-eaten flour would be a cause for celebration in this city. How things have changed.
Tell me of the undead.
I'm telling you, a necromancer must have been at work in Cyseal. Perhaps still is. How else do you explain risen dead sprouting like mushrooms in a single night? And that's not even the worst of it. No, the worst is they keep coming back. An endless legion of the dead that even the legion of the living cannot subdue.
Okay.
She seems to be quite adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
Okay, so we need to look for evidence.
Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs. I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry, milady. We Legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
Let's see what she's got upstairs.
What if you were to be ambushed, caught?
Anything worth looking at? Got a key. What if we were really sneaky? I've got a barrel. I'm gonna take this. Why did she do that? Okay, so we have a key to her shop. Maybe we can do something with that at some point. There's a book. Still have a lot of books I haven't read. Okay, what is this place? We're going the long way around, okay. It's a beggar. Oh wait, let's loot.
Some pity.
Nail bomb. Toxic grenade. And a potato. Check the barrels out real quick, then we'll go inside the building. And then we're probably going to have to end the episode here soon. We'll try not to keep them too long. You can't really do a lot in a like a 30-minute video.
Cruel fortune.
But I don't want them to be, you know, over an hour long either, because it takes a while to render those videos out and edit them. So I'm trying to find a balance, maybe around the 45-minute mark. Okay, there's absolutely nothing in here. All right, well, we did some investigation and talked to Esmeralda. So it looks like we're going to have to talk to some more of the town folk and maybe talk to the mayor and find out some more about this murder that we're investigating. But we'll do that in the next episode. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.